Nigeria at 61 is still struggling to find its way out of the maze of challenges impeding its development. As the struggle is on, the Kaduna State government has taken new steps to check the activities of criminal gangs terrorizing people in parts of the state. What are these steps? What impact can they make? Our guest is Dr. Awal Abdullahi, a Kaduna-based security expert. Dr. Awal, recently, or I'll say yesterday, the Kaduna State government came up with new security measures that it feels will, help in tackling the security challenges the state is facing. Looking at these measures, starting with the ban on motorcycles for 3 months. What impact could that make? And these are some of the things that some people are not too happy about. So let's see the logic behind these decisions taken by the Kaduna State government.
Well, honesty, they said, is the best policy. So if one is going to do anything, you needed to be honest in doing it, and also to look at every nook and crannies of a decision before taking it. People might not be happy with the decision of the Kaduna State government, but I will want to ask a question and also answer myself. Which one would you prefer? To continue to ride Okada at will and then lose your life out of the riding Okada because other people are using the same procedure to maim and kill and destroy life and properties, or to have a network that you continue to call and call whoever you want to call, and the same network that you are using is the same network that bandits are using to communicate and pass information within themselves, and then also go to kidnap, kill and destroy lives and property? Which one would you prefer? Having the network and lose life and property, or not having network and then leave? I guess every reasonable thinking person would prefer to leave than to have a common network to make calls. Before now, we are not even having the phones. You go to, when you want to call, there's a particular spot where you go and make calls, and you agree on time that you call for the person to also wait for your call to come. And then now we have it, and then people are misusing it. I am not saying, I know a lot of people will disagree with this decision, but I think for now we should exercise patience. We should try to accommodate the situation. We should try to agree and pray for the government to succeed in this search. It is not just only about Kaduna State. Before Kaduna State, you will recall that Zamfara State had a similar situation, and look at the success that have been achieved and is still being achieved in terms of fight against crime and criminality in Zamfara State. Katsina State had similar situation, and every Nigerian will also attest, most especially Nigerian from northern Nigeria, will attest to the success so far achieved in Katsina out of the cutoff of network, and also the ban on motorcycle, the ban on the movement of trucks, the ban on movement of how you call limitation of movement of tricycles, as well as sales of fuel and gallons, or stoppage of weekly markets for some period of time. Putting all this together, these are some of the policies that Kaduna State government brought out. Note it, that is not only Kaduna State government that is having this present situation. It is also not only Kaduna State government that is bringing out these policies. It is more, like you said earlier, a simultaneous policy among Northwest and North Central state, where we are having security challenges. And this is a decision not just by the government of Kaduna State, but it's a decision and advice given by the security agencies to the state government that this is the best way to go about it. And this was what was done to achieve result in Zamfara that we just finished analyzing what the armed forces have been doing. So I think the people should come to understand it is not a deliberate attempt to blackmail or to make them feel bad, or to witch hunt their joy or happiness, or to make life miserable or difficult by Kaduna State government. I'm not a spokesperson for Kaduna State government, but I am saying what the reality is and why this decision is being taken. So the people should try to understand it is in the best interest of the state and in the best interest of the people, in the method of protections of life and property of the citizens of Kaduna State. That is why this policy is coming. So we should learn learn to live with reality. We should not be living in fantasy. We should be living in today. We shouldn't be living in yesterday and be assuming what today is going to bring. The reality of today is there is security situation, there is security challenge in Kaduna State, and this is part of the measure that will be taken to curb the security challenge, and it has been practiced in some other states. I have mentioned Katsina, I have mentioned Zamfara. It is happening in Kaduna, it is happening in Niger and some part of Abuja. So please, citizens of the state should understand, like I said, it is not a deliberate attempt by the government or the governor just to inflict hardship on the people. No, it is a policy, and this policy is a policy that engulfs all the northwest and some part of the northeastern state, most especially north central state, most especially those states that are security porous, that are having a lot of security challenges. Just 2-3 days ago, we are aware that there was killing and destructions of lives and property of some innocent citizens of Kaduna State in some part of the state, and things like that. This is the only way that you go about getting the people that are perpetrating this act and getting to bring them down so that the security situation will be under control. So I know you have these lines of questions about why, and that was why I tried to that is why I tried to bring everything together to make a general analysis for general understanding of all the good citizens of Kaduna State, and also for them to please, like I said, I'm not a spokesperson for the Kaduna State government, but I'm also begging on behalf of the state government for the people to understand that it's not a deliberate attempt. It is also not done because they want to witch hunt or they want to bring hardship, like I said, to the people of Kaduna. It's about security, and security is everybody's business. Everybody must be involved.
Okay, so some critics of the decisions, like the issue of telecoms, you hear people say, what has that been what has that achieved? Why introduce it? After all, things are not as bad in Kaduna State and as you find in Zamfara, so why take the decision? So it's good that you are pointing out that these are necessary measures that need to be taken.
And then talking about that the security is not as bad as it is in other states. It is not as bad as it is in other states because it has not affected people that are complaining directly. If it had affected you directly, if you have had the impact of losing a brother, a sister, a father, a mother, a daughter, or a son, or a relative, you would have understand that this is a necessary measure to be taken to stop that carnage from continuing. So it is not saying that the cutoff of security network and what have you. Yes, you can say that some areas that is not prone to security challenges, that are known not to have any security problem, may not be, or is not important for the government to include those areas in the cutting off of network.
As it has done.
It has gone now, because it's like there are some areas that are affected by this cutoff of security network that are not security prone, that has not had any security challenge, that is for the purpose of having cut off the network. I think the government should also consider that to do something needful in that area.
Okay.
But apart from that, the general area where there are security challenges, the people should understand that it is better for it to be like this, for them to leave, than to allow it go and then to lose their lives.
Okay, so on a final note and very briefly, Nigeria at 61, what should be the focus of the federal, state governments in the area of security?
Well, the focus, Nigeria at 61, what should be the focus of the state and federal government, including local government, in terms of security, is information dissemination, intelligence gathering, providing the necessary information to security agencies, and also for the security agencies to cooperate with the people and the government to work in synergy. That is the only way out. That should be the lookout. If the security agencies said they want to work on their own, they will not achieve result. If the government work without the security agencies, they will not achieve result. If the security agencies sideline the government in the state to work, they will not achieve result. So you need it. All hands must be on deck. The leadership of the security agencies must bring their head down. They must remove all ego to understand that they are not working for themselves, they are working for Nigeria and Nigerians. So they should be down to earth in trying to get solution to the problem, reach out to all that needed to be reached out. Same goes to the state governors. They should drop ego to understand that they were elected by the people to serve the people. Before their election, they were almost like a nobody. Now that the people make them somebody, they should understand that they are not greater than the people, and they are also not more important than the people. So they should bring their head down, remove egocentrism, and then feeling big and important. Bring yourself down to the level of the people, discuss with the people, understand the situation, get solution of the situation from the people. Don't think you know better than any other person. You don't know anything. From the time you begin to think that you are the one that knows everything, from that time you turn out to be not knowing anything. So bring yourself down to the level of the people, listen to them, get their ideas, work with their ideas, work in synergy with the people, civil society, traditional institutions, religious institutions, market organizations, youth and women organizations, put together the security agencies, the head of security agencies, the head of government, work as a team to fighting these security challenges. I can guarantee you we will cross it over in no distance time.
We hope, Doctor. Thank you very much for coming.